Andy.
I'm Martin.
And I'm Seda.
And we're live from Beijing.
Which is in China.
Yeah.
You know now, do you?
Yeah. Before we left, Seda thought China, or Beijing, was in Norfolk.
Funny.
Not quite the same.
Witty.
Nice one, Seda. Brilliant. So we're here with the National Youth Theatre on a cultural exchange as part of the NYT Digital department.
Indeed. It's been a great experience, I'd say, because we really have learned about a different culture, because Chinese culture is very, very different from our own. The students that we've been working it with, they're very quiet, reserved and shy, and obviously with the language barrier, at first it was quite a challenge. I mean, it still is, but that's what makes it more of a task for us, really.
It's more rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been rewarding. Like, I mean, at the start of the week when we first went into a space and started to do some movement and sort of physical theatre type stuff, they were really reserved. And like yesterday was our fourth day with them, and they've really opened up a lot.
Yeah.
Like really just wanting to do it, and that's the most rewarding thing I think about the whole trip. It's been wicked.
Yesterday was quite exciting. We had a chance to sort of experiment with some of the ideas we've been having of how to make the film or the performance interactive. And so we went down into the blue screen motion capture studio, and we played around with some of the cameras and things down there, which was quite good because we started to see the beginnings of things working, which was great.
Even if we don't put it in, it's nice to put it into practice.
Yeah, definitely.
We've done a lot of research this week, into like characters and like the Chinese language. Much deeper than our own, I'd say.
Yeah, the tradition that they have here is installed, right from when kids are first born, like in their names. There's so much culture installed into their lives straight away. So much tradition, and that really is clear. Like from the responses from the students that we're working with, they're so in touch with the depth of what they're saying.
So we thought, just to match them, we'll choose our own kind of character, our symbol Chinese character. So we flipped through a book, and we had no idea what they meant, obviously, so we just picked some. And quite coincidentally, all three kind of made a time,
a
place, and a character.
Yeah.
Which was...
mine's forest.
Yeah. Mine is stab or sword.
Ouch. And my one is, was it she, which means sunset.
So, time, place, and a character.
Yeah. Very theatrical.
They have deeper meanings too, and other meanings which can be sort of elaborated on.
Yeah.
In fact, Seda's we're using the story attached to it as quite a big sort of stimulus for the
because my one's got a fairy tale attached to it to do with the monster of New Year. When it comes to Chinese New Year, there's this sunset monster which they kind of try to ward away to get rid of all the fears of New Year and all the worries and stuff, which is quite nice. There's a lot of nice stories like that.
There's loads attached to every word. It's incredible.
Like even when we ask them like a question, they just talk for ages, but it's just so poetic.
Yeah, it is. That's a good word for it.
Yeah,
it's very
poetic. Not that I'm saying our lot back home wouldn't, but like usually like our lot is just like it was good, innit?
Yeah. It's
but
different.
It's installed in the tradition. So.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we've also been exploring Beijing, which has been interesting. Yes, we went to Tiananmen Square this morning to watch the raising of the flag ceremony, which was interesting.
It was incredible, and then like in quite a touristy part of town, we kind of became celebrities, really. Everyone wanted their photo taken with us, and we can only sort of assume that the Chinese locals that are coming in from the rural areas
recognised us from television.
Yeah, clearly. Which Rosebee's been recognised, hasn't it? Big in Beijing, but we can only assume that they're just really intrigued by seeing Westerners. Maybe it's just not.
They're
something
literally
they've
like
seen
grabbing
before.
us and like wanting to take photos.
Seda was loving it.
Wow.
Loving the attention.
She's never been grabbed so much in her life.
Quite sad, really.
It is sad.
You guys grab each other quite a lot.
Well, it's not
Beijing Uncovered.
Part
I
of
think
the
video.
Uncovered, isn't it?
It's a spin-off programme.
Hotel special.
Yeah, good. But it's been great, and the food is the food's great as well. It's kind of is it like we've never eaten quite so much Chinese food, obviously.
No.
Yeah.
But
Even
it's
for
They eat-
breakfast,
they-
like rice and
yeah.
noodles.
They eat so much,
Brilliant.
but they're tiny. How do they do it?
Yeah.
And it's like
Where do
quite
they put
greasy
it?
as well, yeah.
yeah.
Because they're very
No
little.
idea.
It's good food. Everything's so, you know, homemade, home cooked. The only sort of hit and miss thing is that we're not quite sure what we're eating
Yeah.
half the time.
Because we can't read
No.
Chinese,
No, no.
so we don't know what's in
It
it.
doesn't help, does it?
Tastes all right though. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's quite fun picking what to eat. We're just like, oh, that symbol looks pretty.
Point at that.
Yeah,
Point
yeah.
and hope.
Point
most-
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of the time, yeah.
It's
Definitely.
good.
And back to the Tiananmen Square thing, like, it's really interesting to see that these people, some of them even sleep on the street so they get there in time and
Yeah.
get good places. And
To watch the flag.
yeah, and it's just, it's under 5 minutes. They do go to all that trouble for the 5 minutes. It's like nationalistic pride. I've never been exposed to that in England,
Yeah.
let alone in China.
Yeah.
The only place you'll see it is someone queuing up to watch Star Wars or something on the
Yeah.
open night. It's
Yeah,
like-
in the UK.
Which says quite a lot, really, about the difference.
It
in-
does, yeah. But there's a lot of similarities as
Yeah.
well,
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
parallels.
which has been just as interesting to sort of find.
Yeah.
We've kind of coined it as not so much worlds apart, but worlds apart.
Apart? Question mark.
Question mark
Yeah.
on the end
Yeah.
there.
How far apart are we really?
Yeah.